It's a battle here at Amityville Memorial High School as we get set for the Warriors to take on, yes, the Warriors. Wyandanch comes to visit Amityville in a contest between the two rivalries as the Amityville Warriors host the Wyandanch Warriors. It should be a great battle, and we have an outstanding game coming up for you in about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. But right now, you're listening to the pregame show right here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. I'm Matt Grice. I'm joined here with Anthony Adams as we get set to talk about this game coming up. And there's certainly a nice rivalry between Amityville and Wyandanch, two teams that at this point in the season, they're probably not where they want to be in the standings.
Yes, Amityville has a 2-4 league record with a 3-5 overall record, and Wyandanch has a 1-6 league record and a 1-7 overall record, and they are both in the bottom half of the table in League 5, Section 11.
And actually, Amityville and Wyandanch are both coming off of wins. The Warriors defeated Miller Place by 14 points, so a really, really important league win for them as they try to get back into things.
Yes, Amityville won against Middle Place on January 5th, and so did Wyandanch against East Hampton by 5. So they're both coming off of notable wins, and that could help their momentum to win this game. This game should be a close one.
And you have to really wonder who these teams really are. Both of these teams would probably say that they're in a rebuilding phase at this point in time. But they're both also trying to prove something as well. As the teams have entered the court, they're getting set for the warm-ups. There's certainly more at stake than just records, though, today. As Amityville and Wyandanch, their matchups have gone across all sports for many, many years.
Yes, they have. So I have a key player to watch for each team. The key player to watch out for Amityville is Taylor Lawhorn. She's a senior, and she's averaging 13 points a game. And for Wyandanch, the key player to watch is Jalea Irvin. She's the number 5 leading scorer on Long Island, averaging 18.6 points a game, and also a senior. Both of their keys to the game. I have Amityville's as Wyandanch's defense is ranked the worst in League 5, so Amityville should try to move the ball as much as they can and pick apart the defense. And they should also feed the ball to Jordan Tobin, who's averaging 10 points and 10 rebounds, and Taylor Lawhorn, who's also averaging 13 points and 10 rebounds. And for Wyandanch, the main keys to the game is to crash the glass, because they have Taylor Lawhorn and Jordan Tobin, who crash the glass and are monsters within the paint, and to feed the ball to Jalea Irvin, who's their main leading scorer and is number 5 on Long Island, so she could score the ball.
We're just a few minutes away from tip if you're just joining us here as the Amityville Warriors get set to host the Wyandanch Warriors. And before we get you out to our play-by-play and color commentators today, our color commentator, Devontae Rickenbacker, had a chance to sit down with the head coach of the Amityville Warriors to discuss today's game, Coach Sharice Hickson. right, we just heard from head coach Sharice Hickson of the Amityville Lady Warriors as we get set for a battle between the Lady Warriors of Wyandanch and the Lady Warriors of Amityville. Crowds are coming in right now at the Fred Williams Memorial Gymnasium here at Amityville High School. We're just moments away from the start of this game. So thank you so much for tuning into the pregame show here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. We're going to get you over to our play-by-play and color commentators, Noah Odeji and Devontae Rickenbacher, in just a moment. Thanks for listening to the pregame show. We'll be back with you on halftime here on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to
the Fred Williams Memorial Gym as we get set to watch the Wyandanch Warriors and the Amityville Lady Warriors on a game where we see two teams who have been struggling as of late. Amityville 3-5 and Wyandanch 1-7, but seem to be looking to gain momentum as both teams coming off a win. I'm Noah Odeej, play-by-play, and this is Devontae Rickenbacker with me, my color commentator. Devontae, what can we expect from today's game?
today we can expect a game that will be controlled by whoever wins the boards. Amityville has two 10-plus rebounders, Jordan Tobin and Taylor Lawhorn, a senior and a junior, and the game will be very high, very much won on the boards today, you know. As you know, we see the lineups introduced. The running Lady Warriors for Wyandanch were introduced, and now we will introduce our Amityville Warriors.
Well, with the Wyandanch Warriors, you see their 5'3" senior guard, Jalea Irving, the sixth best scorer on Long Island right now, 18.6 points per game for them. How do you feel like this Wyandanch team is going to do here in a hostile Amityville environment where you have an Amityville team ready to really win?
Jalea, as you mentioned, sixth on the island. She can add a versatile scoring, from three in the paint. So Amityville's got to be able to control her before the game even progresses. So off the tip, they have to control her and the scoring, and they have to respect that she can score at will. Exactly. Being sixth on the island is pretty tough out of Nassau and Suffolk. Girls basketball is a very tough sport in Amityville and all over the island. So what she's got to do is Amityville's got to have the best defense played this season to stop her from scoring.
Well, this is a great environment here at the Fred Williams Memorial Gym. The crowds aren't quite full, but you can still hear a lot of noise. We have a lot of the varsity boys here to support them, and the crowd is actually very loud.
As we will now pause for the Pledge of Allegiance.
The national anthem?
National anthem. Same thing.
Okay, we have Amityville in their white uniforms, their white home uniforms with red trim, and Wyandanch in their green uniforms with the yellow trim. Okay, so today
I expect to see a great game from the Warriors. The coach said that she wants the team to prove something today. What do you think of that statement from her?
Something to prove. Crosstown rivals, about 2 times over, 4 exits separate them. This is a local rivalry that everybody knows about, Amityville and Wyandanch. It shows your pride, in the Warriors, So it's a game. It's a battle of the Warriors, everybody wants to win this game.
Okay, we have Jordan Tobin on the tip, along with Jalen White. And Wyandanch wins the tip in the backcourt. Number 3, Trayona Mayhew with the ball. Drives, far side, kicks it to number 4. Number 4 drives, kicks it out. Tips by Taylor Lawhorn out. Wyandanch will inbound the ball on the left side. Wyandanch inbounds the ball. Far side. Number 4 puts up the contested shot. Oh, it's too strong off the front of the rim. Jordan Tobin with the rebound. Pass it to Taylor Lawhorn in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline. Passes to Dominique Jones. Dominique Jones with the 3. It's off. Trayona. Elizabeth Florentine with the rebound. To Trayona Mayhew. To number 13. Far side. Too far. Off the backboard. Jordan Tobin with the rebound to Shia Green. Shia Green stops on a dime. Far side, inside, on the post to Jordan Tobin. Jordan Tobin puts up the contested shot, gets on rebound, gives it up to number 3 on Wyandanch. Trayona Mayhew brings it down. Trayona drives, puts up the tough shot in the paint, and it's in off the glass. What a shot by number 4, Elizabeth Florentine. Shia Hamlet brings it down. Gives to Taylor Lawhorn. Taylor Lawhorn for the long 3. It's too strong off the front iron. Jordan Tobin with the rebound. Puts it up. Too strong off the left iron. Wyandanch 2. Amityville 0. 6:46 left in the first. Trayona Mayhew inside to Jalen White. Jalen White. Right now, Amityville playing good defense. 2-0. 6:41 left in the first. Taylor Lawhorn inbounds it. Shia Hamlet brings it across the timeline. Gives it to Dominique Jones. Another tough 3. Jordan Tobin with the rebound, puts it up, and it takes 2 unlucky bounces. Jordan Tobin fights for the rebound inside, but Jalen White recovers it. And foul on Jordan Tobin. 2-0, Wyandanch. 6:25 left in the first. Trayona Mayhew inbounds it. Mayhew down. Court. Top of the key, puts up the 3, and it's too strong. Taylor Lawhorn tries to grab the rebound. On the fast break, tough pass to Dominique Mayhew, and it's Wyandanch ball. 2-0 Wyandanch, 6:11 left in the first quarter.
Devontae Rickenbacker here, folks. Amityville, what they need to do to win this game is, make sure that Jordan Tobin and Taylor Lawhorn have a good game on offense and rebounding the ball. They both average double-doubles, 10 and 10, and Taylor averages 13 and 10. What they have to do is feed them the ball and make sure that they can make plays and open up the spacing on the floor. Back to you, Noah.
All right, a far inbound to Breanna Davis. Breanna Davis to Jalen White on the far corner. Tipped out by Taylor Lawhorn. Wyandanch ball. Elizabeth Florentine with the inbound. Near side, corner. Into Jalen White. Jalen White covered. Too strong, and it's a foul on Amityville. 2-0, 5:55 left in the first.
Amityville, Wyandanch inbounds the ball.
Oh, what defense by Amityville as they tip out the inbounds pass. Jordan Tobin saves it, gives it to Taylor Lawhorn. Taylor Lawhorn looking to push the face, across his timeline. Top of the key, drives inside, puts up the tough layup, and in, and the foul.
Nice Euro step by Taylor. Taylor returned from a little stint at St. Anthony's and Coach said when I interviewed her, she's glad to have Taylor back. Taylor is a really good player. She's a really nice person, actually. I've talked to Taylor numerous of times, had class with her. You know, she's a nice person. Pretty cool.
And she makes the free throw. 3-2. Amityville. 5:44 left in the first. Taylor Lawhorn guarding the inbound, and Wyandanch calls a timeout. How do you feel that Amityville's looking to push the pace today, Devontae?
That's how you win the game. I think you got to play fast. You got to play a high pace. You got to get out. You got to run. You can't sit in the backcourt and not necessarily run plays, but you got to get out and run. And them being up by one is just putting them in the position of where they want to be.
Well, I think personally, defense is obviously key. Keeping Jaya Irving to under probably 20 points would be efficient for her, as she just put up 28 in their win against East Hampton in their previous game. And Wyandanch is inbounding. Brianna Davison. Brianna Davis inbounds to Elizabeth Florentine. Florentine crosses the timeline. Gives it to Jaya Green. Jaya Green puts up the floater, and it's too strong. They fight for the rebound, and it's out. Wyandanch ball.
We see
Wyandanch inbounds. Jay Irvin in the corner. Long three. It's off. They get the rebound. The scuffle for the rebound. Dominic Jones comes up with it. Dominic Jones on the fast break. Stops on a dime. Passes inside to Taylor Lawhorn. Recovers the ball. Corner. Back to Dominic on top of the key. Almost fumbles past. Jordan Tobin inside. Puts it up and in off the glass.
Jordan Tobin with a nice layup over there. You know, Jordan Tobin, she works at her craft hard. Jordan plays 3 sports, you know, and she plays them well.
Wyandanch inside. Jalen Davis inside. Taylor Lawhorn gets up the air ball. Looking to push the pace. Puts it up and one foul. What a shot by Taylor Lawhorn. The second time she's been fouled on a layup. Good strength to finish it, and she gets one more free throw to add to her score.
No way. You see how they're running. That's what, as I mentioned before, you know, run, get out, and make your shots.
She misses the free throw. Shia Hamlet with the rebound. It's stolen by Jalea Irvin. Jalea Irvin pushes the pace, drives by inside the paint. They recover. Irvin puts up the 3, and it's off. A fight for rebound, and Amityville recovers it, falls out of bounds. A travel is called. 7-2 Amityville, 4:39 left in the first quarter. Taisha Billinger calls for the travel. Jalea Irvin inbounds it. Dominic Jones almost gets the steal. A fight for the ball. Jordan Tobin on the ground. And Amityville ball. What hustle from Jordan Tobin.
That's what wins basketball games. Grit, grind. Like I said, Jordan plays 3 sports, and she takes all of them very seriously. She's a really good basketball player. You know, she works hard at her craft, and she's a very humble person.
Lawhorn inbounds to Hamlet. Dominic Jones wide open 3, and it's off. Too strong off the glass. Taylor Lawhorn with the rebound. Fight for the rebound. Jordan Tobin recovers it. Far side. Chaya Hamlet. Dribble, drives, fakes. Pass to Taylor. Taylor with the 3. It's off. Taisha Billinger with the rebound. Blocked from behind. Jordan Tobin tries to fight for it. Loses it. They get it back. Jordan Tobin inside and saves it. Gives it to the Lawhorn. Puts up the layup. It's off. And Jalen White with the rebound. Jalea Irving inside to Jalen White. Jalen White puts up the shot, and it's off of Amityville.
Taylor with a little bit of finesse moves over there in the paint, Noah. I don't know if you caught that eye, but from a little cross in and out, it works every time.
Amityville on a 7-0 run right now. Dominique Jones, top of the key, gives it to Shai Hamlet. Wide open 3. It's off the back iron. Number 4, Wyandanch with the rebound. Florentine brings it across the timeline. Top of the key, she takes the shot wide open. It's good. Wyandanch, it's on 2 more. 7-4 Amityville, 3:25 left in the first. Jordan Tobin again with another 3. It's off the back of the glass. Florentine brings it down court. Cross the timeline, top of the key. Puts up another three. It's off. Little trigger happy right now. Florentine. A fight on the ground for the rebound. Jordan Tobin recovers it. Gives it to Dominic Jones. Dominic Jones puts up the layup. It's good. 9-5. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Florentine brings it down court. Crosses the timeline. Gives it to Green. Irvin on the wing. Puts it in. What a three by Irving. 9-8. 2:48 left in the first quarter. Hamlet brings it down. Top of the key. Looks to create some offense. They give up another wide open three to Dominic Jones, and she's feeling it. What a three by Dominic Jones. 12-8. 2:36 left in the first quarter.
The pace of the game is fast, trading buckets for buckets. As
They miss the layup. Give it back to Lawhorn. Lawhorn brings it across half court. Lawhorn looking for offense. Gives it to Hamlet. Hamlet guarded by Irvin. And Wyandanch calls a timeout. We're seeing it's 12-8, 2:14 left in the first. We're seeing a lot of threes from Amityville here, aren't we, Devontae?
yeah, trying to extend outside the line, use the entire court. Amityville shooting pretty well from the three-point line right now. Taylor Lawhorn, the senior leader on this team, trying to lead her team to victory in this crosstown rival match.
Well, Amityville Wyandanch is actually a very important rivalry, whether not in just girls basketball, but boys basketball as well. Saturday, the boys varsity basketball team ended up losing to Wyandanch in Wyandanch in a road game, 79-72. It was a very heartbreaking loss. Kept the boys 5-5 on the season, but hopefully they can rebound. But I know one thing, that the Amityville Lady Warriors are ready to maybe avenge the boys' loss on Saturday in the win of their own today.
Wyandanch's first win was actually last week against East Hampton, 40-35, and some key wins that Amityville have had in the league play is against East Hampton, 45-11, and against Miller Place last Saturday, 48-34. They're looking to come off of a two-game win streak and looking to extend it.
Lawhorn inbounds to Hamlet. Hamlet top of the key, 12-9, 2:09 left in the first quarter as Millsap misses the three. Florentine brings it across half court, guarded by Hamlet. Give it to Irvin. Irvin defended well, puts up a tough floater. It's off. Wyandanch recovers, gives it to Davis inside, and it banks off the glass and in. 12-10. Amityville leads, 1:46 left in the first. Hamlet brings it down court. Millsap puts it inside to Billinger. It bounces off Irving. Irving with the steal. Coach asking for good defense, and it obviously comes through. Irving puts up the shot, gets his own rebound, blocked by Lawhorn. What a block. Gives it to Hamlet. Hamlet inside, puts up the layup and in. What defense turning into offense. 14-10, 1:20 left in the first quarter. Amityville leads. Florentine gets to Davis. Davis guarded by Millsap. Millsap puts in number 11. Guarder. Tough. Irving with the three. Puts it up. And it's too short off the back iron. Lawhorn looking to push the pace. And it's off a Wyandanch player. They call kick ball.
As we have Taylor playing a really good game right now in the first quarter.
Millsap inbounds to Hamlet. Hamlet gives it back to Lawhorn. Lawhorn puts up the three top of the key. And it's in. 17-10. Amityville leads. 52 seconds left. Florentine inbounds. Brings it down court. Guarded by Hamlet. Drives past Hamlet. Puts up the floater and is fouled on the shot. Two shots. 17-10. 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
And Taylor Lawhorn seems to be pushing the point for Amityville, as she does for most games. She plays at a high level. She plays at a high pace, and she spaces out the floor for everybody else to eat, as we say in the modern terms. But she picks up the pace, and the play of pace behind her and the ball handling skills is fast. And she makes sure that her team gets her buckets, and she gets her buckets. And she's having a pretty good game out here early.
Florentine doesn't hit the first. and misses both. Goes over to get her rebound back. Near side wing. Looking to pass. Passes inside to number 11. 14 puts it up and off the glass. Millsap with the rebound but loses it out of bounds. 17-10, 31 seconds left. Number 21, Gooden comes in for number 13, Deanna Howe. Number 11, inbounding. Irvin puts up the floater. Too strong. Lawhorn with the rebound. Puts it in. Gives it to Dominic Jones. Almost gives it up. Gives it to Hamlet. And good defense by Irving. To Hamlet. To Billinger. Puts up the mid-range shot. It's too strong off the back glass. 14 seconds left. Shot clock off. Florentine brings it down court. Florentine gives it to 11. 5, 4, 3, 2. 11 with the shot. And it's too strong. And the rebound, no good as the first quarter comes to an end. 17-10, Amityville Warriors with the lead. The Warriors have they're calling a tech on that shot. Number 21, Gooden, with the first free throw. Misses the first, and good on the second. That's the end of the first quarter, 17-11, Amityville with the 6-point lead.
The Amityville up 6, as Noah mentioned. The Wyandanch, what they have to fix is they have to stop the fast-paced offense that Amityville has. The defense has to get back, and they have to stop hacking. You know, fouling is not good for any of us. But what Amityville has to do to keep the lead up is obviously push the floor and board up on the glass.
Well, we have Lawhorn, who's been basically a beast in defense, offense, and she's looking to really push the pace after a good defensive play or after a rebound. Taylor Lawhorn has been a real key for the Amityville's fast offense and three-point barrage this quarter. Okay, we're getting ready to start the second quarter. 17-11, Amityville with the lead. As White, far side, inbound to Florentine. Florentine guarded by Hamlet. 11 sets a screen. Florentine loses the dribble, picks it up, gives it to Davis on the far side. Puts it in off an Amityville defender, but they call Amityville ball. 17-11, 7:50 left in the second quarter. Amityville with the lead. Hamlet brings it down court. Gives it to Lawhorn. Lawhorn tries to get the three, fakes it, steps back, gives it back to Dominic Jones. Lawhorn gives it to Billinger. And Irvin with the steal, as the Amityville coach was telling their team to keep moving, but they did not do that. Irving, guarded by Jones, blows by her, puts it up, and it's off. Lawhorn with the rebound. 17-11, 7:20 left in the second.
We've got a almost full crowd here, you know, pulled up in the game. We have a couple of Amityville alumni in the building as we will get back to
Irving
play.
inbounds the ball to number 11. Back to Irving. Drives by, puts up the floater, and it's off. Jordan Tobin with the rebound. Gives it to Lawhorn. Lawhorn looks to push the pace. Crosses the timeline. Hamlet back to Lawhorn. Top of the key. Crosses wings to Dominic Jones with the three. And it's good again. Dominic Jones is feeling it. 20-11. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Wyandanch inbounds. Florentine brings it across court. Drives by Hamlet. Puts up the contested floater. Davis with the rebound. It's off. And Taylor Lawhorn knocks it out of bounds.
As we have a break in action, you know, Amityville looking to make a playoff push. As I talked to Coach earlier, and she said that she's trusted her team to make this push.
Dominic Jones, another three, fakes it, and Amityville ball as they call a foul on the shot.
we have a fast-paced game, as I stated before.
Hamlet to Lawhorn puts up the near side three. It's off the front of the iron. Jordan Tobin with the rebound. Gives it back. Irving steals the ball, guarded by Jones on the fast break. Irving puts it up, and it's off. They're doing a great job containing Irving as Jones with the rebound. Gives it to Hamlet. Almost loses her dribble, but gets it back. Crosses half court to Lawhorn, top of the key. Jordan Tobin calling for it. Lawhorn uses the Tobin screen, puts up the three. It's off. Wyandanch tracks down the rebound. Number 11 gives it back to Irvin. Gives back to Florentine, crosses the half court. Drives inside the paint, puts up the uncontested layup, but it's off. 21 Gooden with the rebound, and it's fouled, but the shot doesn't fall. 2011, 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
The running Lady Warriors seem to be running off-ball screens for their number one player, Jalea Irving. Jalea Irving, as Noah mentioned, 28 points in the last game, a win against East Hampton. They seem to be pushing the pace, and they seem to be running off balls for her to get open on screens.
Millsap coming in for Jordan Tobin.
Coach said that in an interview that I stated with her, having 8 players is also kind of hard because rest is needed for players to go the distance. This game is never promised. So
Wyandanch missed the free throw, but gets it back. Irvin inbounding, got it by Dominic Jones, puts it inside to Gooden, back to Irving. Dominic Jones with the quick hands, and with the good defense, gives the Amityville Warriors win back the ball.
Dominic Jones is one of the best defenders on the island. She averages about 2 steals a game. That's pretty good for a high school basketball girl.
Taylor Lawhorn, near side, gives it to Hamlet. Hamlet comes back in the corner, loses the dribble, gives it back. Taylor Lawhorn uses the length, but Irving gets a steal. It's Amityville ball as she was out of bounds.
As Taylor has told her team to calm down, settle in. We have an official timeout. We have a sub.
Number 13, Deanna Howe, comes in for Alasia Gooden. Lawhorn inbounds to Hamlet. Hamlet, top of the key, looks for offense, gives it to Millsap, to Dominic Jones in the corner. Oh, and it is Amityville ball as Taylor Lawhorn was tripped up. Irvin inbounds the ball to Florentine. Guarded by Jones. Crossed by Jones. Guarded by Hamlet. Picked up. Floater. And it's off again. Billinger with the rebound. Gives it to Hamlet. Hamlet not passing the outlet pass, but crosses by. Gives it back to Jones. Gives it back to Millsap. Puts it up. And it's too strong. 2011, Amityville leads. 5:10 left in the second quarter. Florentine gives it to Davis. And they call a travel on the Wyandanch Lady Warriors.
Save the date, Fuller and Bayer Annual Classic, Friday, January 18, 2019 at 8 p.m. Free admissions, Wyandanch running Lady Warriors versus Amityville Lady Warriors.
Millsap, far side, gives it to Lawhorn in the corner. Spin move, puts up the reverse layup. It's too strong off the front of the rim.
Taylor looking to go finesse, but she missed it.
Florentine inside. Passes to Davis in the corner. She misses. Billinger with the rebound. And they call another travel on Amityville.
Taylor looks to be a little bit frustrated with her team, telling them to calm down, hold the ball, and wait until the ball gets in her hand.
Sabitha Joseph comes in, suiting up for her first game this season. Lawhorn gets the rebound off the missed Wyandanch shot. Pushes down pace, puts up the layup, and is called for the charge on Lawhorn. 2011, 4:30 left in the second quarter. Irvin inbounds the ball. They cross wings. Mayhew with it, top of the key. Irving, long three, and an air ball. Wyandanch looking to find any offense, but can't quite seek it out. 2011, 4:19 left in the second quarter. Millsap crosses half court. Lawhorn. Joseph is calling for it. They give it back to Millsap. Fakes the three. Lawhorn with it, and it's too strong off the back of the rim. Florentine, top of the key, drives inside, puts up another floater. It's too high off the glass. And another travel called on the Amityville Warriors.
A lot of traveling. Just gotta. I think the game is a little bit too high paced for some people. You gotta come down with a rebound and stretch your 2 feet.
Irving far inbound to Mayhew, guarded by Joseph. To Florentine with the 3, and it gets the bounce, but no good. 2011, Amityville leads 3:45 left in the second quarter. Lawhorn, top of the key, fakes a 3. Dominique Jones again with it, and an air ball, Wyandanch ball.
There hasn't been a bucket in the last four minutes of this quarter. 2011 is the score. It hasn't been a bucket since we started the quarter.
Irving finally wide open, misses another shot, and Amityville ball.
Jaya Irvin looks to be frustrated at the way she's playing right now. She's thinking in her mind maybe that she needs to fix something with her shooting form or start dishing the rock, getting other people open so that she can get open as well.
Millsap passes to Jones. Billinger blocked on the mid-range shot. And Billinger called for the foul. The team's third team foul. Wyandanch can't seem to find any offense right now. How do you feel like Jalea Urban has been kept defended today?
I think that Dominique Jones, like I mentioned, one of the best defenders on the island. How she plays as she makes another steal, averaging about two steals a game. You know, it's hard to defend a high score like that. You know,
Lawhorn trying to direct the offense, top of the key, picks up her dribble. Millsap 3-pointer, good.
As Brandon Millsap has made the first bucket in about 4 minutes into this quarter.
23-11, Amityville leads. Florentine gives to Irvin. Irvin puts up the contested jumper, and it's in.
Jalea Irving, that may have been the bucket that she needs to know what to get hot.
23-14, 2:30 left in the second quarter. Millsap Irvin almost with the steal, but it goes out of bounds, almost hitting one of her own teammates on the bench there. Wow. It looks like Irving's feeling confidence pulling up with the contested jumper on the last play and almost getting the steal as Tabitha Joseph goes out and Taisha Billinger comes back in.
I think shooters just need to get in their rhythm before they start spraying off a couple.
Hamlet, top of the key, gives it back to Lawhorn. Lawhorn double teams Hamlet wide open, but gives up the pass. Millsap with the 3. It's off the front iron. 14 with the rebound. Gives to Irving. Florentine gets it back. Brings it down. Another 3 by Irvin. It's no good. Lawhorn with the rebound. Pushes pace. Bringing it down. Guarded by Florentine. Drives by her. Puts it up. And puts it in. And one.
As the crowd.
25-14. As she looks to add on one more to complete the 3-point play.
As the crowd is going crazy, Taylor Lawhorn, like I said, is one of the best girls basketball players on the island. She's a great addition coming over from where she was, and now she's back.
As she hits the free throw, 26-14, 159. Wyandanch inbounds it. Florentine brings it across half court. Back to Irving. Irving puts up another 3. It's off the front iron. Number 3 blocked by Taylor Lawhorn to Hamlet. Hamlet looks to push it. Slows it down. Hamlet gives to Millsap. Millsap looking to pass. Can't find it. Hamlet, top of the key, back to Millsap. Puts up the 3. It's off. Taisha Billinger fights for the rebound. Doesn't get it. As Mayhew gets it, but Mayhew's called for the travel as another Wyandanch turnover occurs. What do you think? How do you think Wyandanch feels in this hostile Amityville environment?
They're getting a little frustrated.
Lawhorn puts up the 3. It's out of bounds off the top of the backboard.
As the question you asked me, I think Wyandanch is starting to get a little bit frustrated with the way that they're playing. Their top shooters is 1 for 9 on 3-pointers. As she racks in about 18 points a game, she's at 3 right now.
Davis inside to Gooden, back to Davis, corner, guarded by Jones, back to Davis inside, puts up the shot, and it's fouled by Taisha Billinger, and the ref calls the second foul on Taisha Billinger, but nobody in the stands or on the team can seem to find where it occurred.
As we have a break in action, as I mentioned before, don't forget, save the date, January 18th. January 19th at Wyandanch. Excuse me, 18th at Wyandanch Memorial High School. We will have the Wyandanch Running Lady Warriors alum versus the Amityville Lady Warriors alum. So we could see likes of Linnea Clark.
21 misses the rebound. Jordan Tobin with the rebound. Lawhorn brings it back across. Not a lot of defense here. Gives it to Hamlet. Hamlet got it by Irving. Hamlet can't find any space. Irving pressuring and comes up with the steal. Florentine puts it up. Oh, it's too strong. Tobin fights for the rebound. They get it back. Wyandanch, and a foul called.
Dominique Jones, like I said, one of the best defenders with a foul. Team's fifth foul, so that puts him in the bonus.
21 coming back for another free throw. Alasia Gooden, who previously on the last possession was fouled. She gets the lucky bounce, and the first free throw is good.
As we have a break in action, Brianna Millsap checking into the game. Brianna had a defining moment last year. The team's one of the team's 3 wins. Had a buzzer beater 3 at the end to beat Southampton. You know, she's a great 3-point shooter, and she works hard at her craft. She's in the gym.
Hamlet, top of the key, back to Millsap. Millsap guarded by Florentine. Tobin comes over for the screen, but she calls it off. Longhorn now has it at the bottom of the circles. Looking for the offense, calling for everyone to move. Jones sets the screen. Longhorn uses it. Passes to Hamlet. Hamlet puts it up, puts the floater. It's high off the glass. It's no good as Florentine comes up with the rebound. Give it to Irving. What a tip by Longhorn. Irving recovers it. Irving corner. 25-16. 10 seconds left on the clock. Jordan Tobin saves it. Hamlet brings it down. 4 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Puts up the 3. Buzzer sounds in an air ball. 26-15 at the end of the first half. The Amityville Warriors with the 10-point lead, and we'll be right back. Wait. Well, how do you feel like this first half has?
High pace, you know, they push the action. Taylor definitely pushed the action on the floor as the point. And, you know, they're trying to get more, the whole team involved, you know, Amityville, 8 strong as they would say now. So, you know, subs is something a little bit low for them. But now Wyandanch, they have to find a way to win this game, come back and maybe win this game.
And it's funny you say that with the Warriors playing 8 deep. That means you have to have a lot of stamina right now if you want to keep up with this Wyandanch Running Lady Warriors team. And their coach is going to have to really see what she can do with editing the lineup. And we're going to the break right now.
Test it.
It's halftime here at the Fred Williams Memorial Gymnasium at Amityville High School as the Lady Warriors of Amityville are ahead 26-16 against the Lady Warriors of Wyandanch. Again, welcome to the halftime show. Matt Grice joined by Anthony Adams. We'll get you back to the play-by-play action in just over 5 minutes, but what a tale of two completely different quarters as the first quarter of this game, very high pace, lots of scoring. Second quarter, well, not so much.
Yes, there was. At the end of the first quarter, the score was 17-11. Amityville was winning, but Amityville only managed to score 9 points in the second quarter, and Wyandanch was held to only 5. That was both their lowest scoring quarters of the year. And like I said in the beginning, the rebounds would matter in this game, and Amityville is winning the rebound category with a score of 23 rebounds to 15. They're out-rebounding Wyandanch at a fast pace, and they're crashing the boards, and that's what they need to do to really win.
That was one of the themes, I think, throughout the entire first half was Wyandanch didn't get a lot of second chances. They pushed the pace. They put up a lot of threes, a lot of 15-foot outside jump shots, but Amityville was able to win that battle on the glass. Unfortunately, in the second quarter, it didn't really turn to many points for the Lady Warriors of Amityville.
Yeah, although one focal point for the Amityville Warriors is Taylor Lawhorn. She ended the first half with 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Also on the defensive end with 3 blocks and 2 huge steals. This has been a monster game for her, and she has kept the lead up for Amityville. Also, Jordan Tobin crashed the boards with 9. That's insane.
Yeah, both of those players certainly have a height advantage out on the court, and as you mentioned, Longhorn has been everywhere. You know, for a girl her size, you might expect her to play down low as a center or power forward, but she's very good handling the ball, and you see that on the court. She is everywhere, rebounding, and then, as you said, Tobin underneath, no one's really able to match up with her physicality down low, and that's really helped translate for a good start for the Warriors on the boards. The Warriors of Amityville, I have to keep saying that, we forget. It's Lady Warriors versus Lady Warriors here, as we are at halftime, 26-16. Amityville in front of Wyandanch. A few minutes to go until halftime is over. But let's take you through the entire first half. So Wyandanch started out with 2 points real quick to get this crowd a little quiet at the beginning, but Amityville answered back real strong.
Yeah, they had a 7-0 run, and that just shut down the Wyandanch defense. The Wyandanch defense was playing good for like the first 2 minutes of the game, but Amityville was just, they were scoring. They were moving the ball, they were passing, they were shooting, they were crashing the boards. They did everything they needed to do to maintain the lead, and they came back, and that's what sent the tempo for the rest of the game.
I really thought the tempo was outstanding from both teams, and the biggest difference probably was those rebounds where Wyandanch wasn't getting those second chances, but that's how you want to see basketball played. Back and forth, high tempo, but at the same time you have to wonder if the coaches are saying at halftime that they need to be a little more responsible defensively, getting back after a missed shot.
Also, a focal point for Wyandanch should be not throwing up so many threes and maybe taking it to the hole, because Amityville isn't that big down there, and they have a big 6-footer that they could just feed it off to, dump off to, and she can make the layups. I feel like they should drive the ball more instead of forcing so many threes, because their 3-point field goal percentage right now is really bad.
So about halfway through the first quarter, the Amityville Lady Warriors held a 7-2 lead. Wyandanch answered back with a 2-pointer from the floor. Amityville came right down the floor and hit again. But then Wyandanch goes on a mini run of their own, back-to-back buckets. And then Amityville hits a 3-pointer. A lot of 3-pointers thrown up in the first half altogether. But really the end of the first quarter, not too much in terms of one team gaining any momentum one way or the other. Start of the second quarter, Amityville goes on a 6-0 run with 2 3-pointers, but it was certainly not a quick start.
Yeah, it wasn't a quick start at all, but talking about 3-pointers, Dominique Jones and Taylor Lawhorn each hit 2 3-pointers each, which helped separate the gap between Amityville and Wyandanch. And those 3-pointers, they hurt Wyandanch because now they're down by 10 and they have to force a comeback within the second half of the game.
Wyandanch would eventually answer with a 3-pointer, and then Amityville would go on a 4-0 run of their own. but due to some fouls, some sloppy play at the end of the first half for the Warriors, Wyandanch was able to get a couple of free throws, and that's where we stand as we are at halftime here at Amityville High School, 26-16. The Lady Warriors of Amityville currently out in front. It should be an exciting second half as we get you back to our play-by-play man, Noah Odeji and Devontae Rickenbacker, who are doing a great job for us today. Reminder, we will be here with you on the post-game show, so don't go anywhere after the action today to break down this one. Remember, both of these teams coming off of important wins for their program. Wyandanch finally getting their first win of the year, and Amityville really trying to jumpstart their season. So this second half coming up is going to be a really important one for the Lady Warriors of both Wyandanch and Amityville. All right, halftime has come to a close, 26-16. Amityville out in front. We'll get you back to the play-by-play action in just a moment as you're listening to the halftime show on the Amityville Broadcasting Network.
What happened?
And we're back with Amityville Warriors basketball as Amityville inbounds it. Taisha Billinger fights for the ball on the ground, and they call another travel on Billinger. Billinger looks clearly frustrated. 26-16, 7:49 left in the second quarter. Florentine overshoots the pass, and it's out of bounds. Amityville ball. Claude Byer in the house, the legendary basketball coach. Hamlet past the Lawhorn, back to Hamlet, back to Lawhorn. They have no defense on her. She shoots a three, and it swishes through the net.
Taylor Lawhorn is
29-15, 7:23 left in the third quarter.
Taylor Lawhorn is a player not to leave open, you know. She can light it up from the three-point line.
13 loses her dribble. Lawhorn picks it up, puts up the layup. It's off. Jordan Tobin with the rebound, and is fouled by Wyandanch. Tobin goes to the line to shoot two. 29-15, 7:09 left in the third quarter.
Taylor Lawhorn, like I mentioned before, is not a player to leave open. She's versatile. She can shoot from beyond the three-point line, and she can move her game, and then she can obviously hit you with that fancy Euro step. Finish with the left and the right. She's an all-around player.
As Tobin hits the free throw. 30-15, 7:09 left in the third quarter. Mayhew checks back in for Florentine. Jordan Tobin puts it up, and it rolls off the front of the rim. 30-16, 7:05 left in the third quarter. Irvin looking to get hot this quarter, and they call a travel, a blatant travel by Irving. What do you think she was trying to do there?
I think she was trying to get too fancy. Famous commentator mentions trying to move your brains moving faster than what your feet are, you know.
Tommy Jones puts up another three, and it's good. She's on fire today. 33-16, 6:47 left in the third quarter. Amityville scores again.
Dominique Jones usually doesn't extend outside the three-point line, but she is using the shot today. As you know, they use the term shoot or shoot, and she's going to keep shooting today.
14 inside, puts up the shot over Jordan Tobin, and it goes high off the glass and in. 33-18, 6:27 left in the third quarter. Amityville inbounds it. They're doing a half-court press. Lawhorn, guarded by number 3, Mayhew, crosses wings to Jones. Jones fakes it, gives it to Billinger, puts up the shot, and it puts it in. 35-18, 6:10 left in the third quarter as the crowd has come alive, and Wyandanch needs a timeout. Amityville has certainly come out swinging this quarter, haven't they?
Yes, fast-paced. That's the name of the game, you know. Fast-paced offense, you know. And as Wyandanch coach is letting them have it right now. She's telling them that they're not pushing the pace right now. Fast-paced game is what's going to win this game, and you know Amityville's winning right now. Here's a look at Amityville's upcoming games. The girls' varsity basketball team is in action this afternoon at their home floor playing against Wyandanch. The Lady Warriors finish off the week once again on their home floor against Shoreham Wading River on the 10th. Be here, or you can watch it here live on the stream. Amityville Broadcasting on YouTube.
35-18, 6:07 left in the third quarter. Amityville has come out swinging in the third quarter. Dominique Jones with a 3, Taylor Lawhorn with a couple shots, and they're getting to the line. This essential things in order for Amityville to, whether or not blow them out, but get the W here today at the Fred Williams Memorial Gym.
I feel once Taylor gets hot, I feel like there's no stopping her. You can double team her, triple team her. She has great size for a girl. She's about 6 foot, 6'1", and you know she has great size against these smaller girls who are 5'2", 5'3", and she can back you down. She can extend outside the 3-point line, so she's a versatile threat. You know, a lot of teams can't guard her.
Davis inbounds to Florentine, who checks back in. Davis fakes the shot, puts it up, blocked by Tobin inside. Tobin with the defense and fouled. Good defense by Jordan Tobin, but Gooden ended up getting fouled as she goes for 2 on the free throw line. 35-19, 5:55 left in the third quarter.
As Amityville and Wyandanch, you know, going through a rebuilding process. Amityville losing 5 seniors last year. Wyandanch losing a couple seniors. Moasia Cloud, one of the top scorers in the league and on the island in 2017-2018 girls basketball season. She had 35 against us the last time she played.
Dominique Jones playing some good defense, but Wyandanch recovers it. Irvin with the 3. It's off the front of the rim. Lawhorn with the rebound. Previously, Jones tried to get the steal. Lawhorn, top of the key, looking for offense. Gives to Jones, puts up another 3, and it's too strong. Tobin with the rebound and puts it back in. 37-18, 5:26 left in the third quarter. Florentine, Wyandanch looks to create some scoring opportunities inside, wide open, and number 14 gets her own rebound, puts it up, and is fouled. There was almost no interior defense from Amityville as Taisha Billinger, number 15, picks up yet another foul.
As the Wyandanch coach is telling them to keep chipping away as they're down by 19.
Millsap comes in for Billinger, who's been in some foul trouble, as Gooden also checks out for Wyandanch. 37-18, 5:14 left in the third quarter.
Taylor Lawhorn is the emphasis here for Amityville.
Dominique Jones fights for the rebound, tries to rip it apart away, and foul is called on her. She's playing feisty today, isn't she?
Dominique Jones, as I mentioned, a gritty player. She's always on the floor, and she's always trying to get dirty. She's always with a steal, block or something.
Irvin with the long 3, taken off the top of the backboard. Number 14 with the rebound, but Lawhorn tracked it down.
As we have a timeout by Amityville.
Amityville calls a timeout. 30-second timeout. It seemed like Lawhorn couldn't create any offense as they were almost pushing her out of bounds on that last play. What do you think is really, who are the key players right now for Amityville?
Taylor Lawhorn and Dominique Jones. Big surprise today. She's coming up big with the tray balls, and you know she's shooting the lights out today. I feel that if Dominique Jones, if she plays like this for the rest of the year, that you know they would have a big addition of scoring, other than Jordan and Taylor.
37-18, 5:02 left in the third quarter. A lot of early scoring here by Amityville as they've gotten feisty on the boards, the steals, and they're just gritty out there.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry Noah, but Dominique always fights for the ball. You know, as I mentioned before. Top defender, one of the top defenders on the island.
Lawhorn tries to get it in, gives it into Tobin. Tobin pushes pace, guarded heavily, and they call a travel on Tobin. But the team is looking frustrated as as also Jordan Tobin is looking frustrated as she can't seem to create any offense for herself here.
The offense, Amityville looks a little stagnant right now.
Irving with the long three. Hamlet with the rebound. Off the miss. Hamlet crosses half court. Guarded by Irving. Hamlet almost crosses her over, but Tobin puts it up and in off the strong move inside. Tobin getting some offense. 39-18, 4:32 left in the third quarter. Florentine brings it across half court. Guarded by Dominique Jones. Irving, guarded by Hamlet, drives by her, puts up the floater, and it goes in.
Jordan Tobin has 7 points today, adding.
39-20, 4:12 left in the third quarter. Lawhorn being guarded by Davis, loses control of the ball, gets it back. Drives inside, puts up the layup, and in. Good recovery by Taylor Lawhorn, 41-20, 3:57 left in the third quarter.
Finesse moves by Taylor Lawhorn. That's what she does best.
Irving puts up another three, and it's off yet again as they fight for the rebound, but Tobin comes up with it. Hamlet, outlet to Dominique Jones, tries to get into Millsap, but it is out of bounds, and Wyandanch with the recovery. 41-20, 3:37 left in the third quarter. Wyandanch's game plan has to change a lot if they're thinking they're going to win this game. Irving, guarded by Jones, gives it to Davis inside, puts up the shot, it's off. A fight for the rebound, number 14, and Tobin, and they call a jump ball. Wyandanch is trying to play hard, but it seems that Amityville can play harder today. Number 12, Jalen White comes in for number 11, Brianna Davis. Lawhorn inbounds it. Hamlet, they're playing a half-court press on Hamlet. Dominique Jones, another three, a miss. As 13 comes up with the rebound, gives it to 14, back to Irving. Irving crosses half court. The screen, picks up her dribble, gives it number 4, Florentine, puts up the three, and it's good off the contested three. 41-23, 2:57 left in the third quarter. Lawhorn looking for offense, but the steal by Florentine puts it up. They don't call a foul. Tobin with the recovery. Give it to Hamlet. Hamlet outlet to Brianna Davis. Easy layup, and it's good. 43-23, 2:33 left in the third quarter.
As the Amityville bench has been rejuvenated by that bucket.
Irvin to Florentine. Gives us to 14. 14 tries to put the move on Lawhorn, but Lawhorn has better defense. Wyandanch ball.
Taylor has collected a couple of blocks in this third quarter as she's playing great on offense and defense.
Irving inbounding it. Baseline. Far inbound to number 12. And they're going the wrong way, and a backcourt violation. What a strange turnover from Wyandanch, don't you think?
Wyandanch has to slow down, push the pace. The shooter has to get hot. She has 3 points all game. She averages 18, and that's how they run their offense.
Chelsea Rodriguez comes in. Tobin, mid-range jumper. She's been working on that, and it's off. Rodriguez tracks down the rebound, gives it to Millsap for the three. It's off, but Dominique Jones gets it back. And they call a travel on Dominique Jones. Amityville has been collecting quite a number of those calls. 43-23, 1:56 left in the third quarter.
Jones seemed frustrated by herself, you know.
Irving with the contested three and puts it through the net. 40 left in the third. If they want to get back in it, she better start shooting just like that. Jalea Irving, 6th best scorer on Long Island. Dominique Jones back to Millsap. Another three. It's off. Dominique Jones tracks down the rebound. Gives it to Tobin on Wyandanch. Number 21, Alasia Gooden. As Amityville will inbound the ball baseline. Millsap on the inbound. Give it to Lawhorn. And it goes in. Wyandanch calling for a travel, but the ref didn't see it. Irvin brings it down half court. Number 13. They're looking for offense. Awkward pass to Irvin. Irvin with the contested three, but Tobin gets the air ball. Looking to push. Guarded by 14. Jordan Tobin puts it up and in off the strong move. 47-26. 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Jordan Tobin pushing the pace for Amityville on that fast break coast to coast.
Gooden inside to Irvin, but bad shot, but 14 cleans it up. And Amityville leads 47-28, 46 seconds left. Hawthorne looking to create offense, but with only 36 seconds left, they look to, and Hawthorne is fouled on the shot. Seems a bit shaken up by that play. 33 seconds left, 47-28 left in the third quarter.
Taylor, she goes in there with abandon. She's looking to emphasize that she can drive on you and she can shoot. She has a versatile game, and she's looking to work.
And she misses the first free throw. 47-28, 33 seconds left in the third quarter.
Here's a look at Amityville's upcoming games Friday, going into Saturday overnight. The Amityville Warriors winter boys and girls track team will be competing at Yale in Connecticut.
As Sabitha Joseph comes in, again, Sabitha Joseph's first start and first game played, she comes in for Dominic Jones. Irving cross half court, guarded by Joseph. Irving looks to take it herself, puts it into 14. And she misses the layup, but Tobin knocks out of bounds. Back to Wyandanch, 48-28, 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
Jordan Tobin signaled to her coach, my fault, my bad, as she looks to get it back.
Davis puts it, inbounds it, but Rodriguez with the steal, gives it back to Lawhorn. Lawhorn, bottom of the circles. 13 seconds left on the clock. They look to hold it. Tobin sets the screen. Shot clock off, 7 seconds left. Millsap with a three. It's off. Joseph tracks it down, but Wyandanch recovers it. 3, 2, 1, and the buzzer sounds before a shot can be put up. End of the third quarter, 48-28, Amityville leads as we go into the fourth period. Can Amityville close it out, or will Wyandanch stage a comeback? How do you feel about that?
Amityville pushed the pace. Like I said, Amityville up by 20. And going into the fourth quarter, they pushed the pace and they're running behind their senior leader, Taylor Lawhorn.
Yep, Taylor Lawhorn seems to be a very, very defensive threat and an offensive force today. If Jordan scores again, she'll have a double-double. Right now, Dominic Jones is the leading scorer for the team, with
Taylor Lawhorn adding 19,
Dominique Jones adding 11 points, Taylor Lawhorn adding 19. It's a team effort today. Honestly, all Amityville needs to work on traveling calls and fouling, and maybe we could see a real push for them this season. As Jordan Tobin, Chelsea Rodriguez, Brianna Millsap, Taisha Billinger make up the starting five for the fourth quarter. Sabitha Joseph also in.
Shout out home team hoops.
48-24. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter as we get into the final period of play. Wyandanch hoping to stage a comeback, and Amityville hoping to keep the lead as we finish this Warriors basketball game. Joseph inbounding at midcourt to Millsap.
Shout out to our AD, Mr. Farkas.
Joseph inbounding. 48-28, 8 minutes left. Millsap cross half court. Taisha Billinger with screen. Tobin wing back to Millsap. Millsap puts the move on Irvin, but tries to get it to Billinger, but the steal by number 30 gives it back to Irving. Irving spins, gathers her dribble, back in the corner, puts up the contested three, It's off the front iron as Wyandanch tries to save it. Davis, although committing the turnover. Joseph will inbound at the baseline to Millsap. Millsap coming down court. Crosses half court. Guarded by number 30, Trinity Velasquez. Back to Joseph. Joseph inside to Billinger, to Rodriguez, to Millsap. Good passing, and it's off. 14 with the rebound. Trinity Velasquez gets it back. Joseph fighting for the rebound, however. Irvin crosses half court, guarded by Joseph. Inside to Davis. Davis drives inside, puts up the layup. It's off. Tobin with the rebound, gives it back to Millsap. Millsap looking to push the pace. Tobin with the three. It's off. 13 with the rebound, gives it back to Irving. Irving guarded by Joseph, looking to create some offense. Can't seem to find any yet. Drives inside, and a foul called. 48-28, 6:39, as Chelsea Rodriguez is called for the foul. Dominic Jones and Shia Hamlet coming in for Sabitha Joseph and Chelsea Rodriguez.
As if Amityville ultimately wins this game, they will improve to 3-4 in the league, and they will solidify a spot in the top rankings.
Millsap across half court, gives it back to Hamlet. Hamlet back to Millsap, puts up the wing three. It's good. 51-28, 6:22 left in the fourth quarter.
Shia Hamlet with that left like James Harden.
Irving brings it across half court, desperately looking for some offense. Gives it 13. 13 puts up the air ball. Irving tries to save it, and they call Amityville ball as Jordan Tobin and Irving fought to save that ball.
I see, Noah, what I see, sorry to cut you off, but I see no effort from the Wyandanch Running Lady Warriors. They're not putting any effort into shooting.
Jones with another three. It's off. Tobin with a rebound, puts it up, and hits short.
Jordan Tobin is outboarding their entire team, and like I stated before earlier, that's what they're going to need to do to win this game.
Dominic Jones with some pressuring defense on Irving. She drives by the whole team, puts the floater up, and Tobin with another board as she brings it out. Dominic Jones left open. Shia Hamlet with the corner three. It's off. Tobin fights for the rebound, but ultimately Wyandanch recovers it back to Irvin in the backcourt.
I don't think
Irvin
that
with the
play
floater, and it's good. What a floater by Jalea Irvin. 51-30, 5:18 left in the fourth.
The time on the clock, Amityville up by 21. I don't think a big three was needed there. Slow the ball down, keep the pace going.
Millsap with another shot. 53-30, 5 minutes left in the fourth. They just keep on pouring the points onto Wyandanch, not giving them any chance to come back. Irving guarded by Dominic Jones. Takes the screen, puts up the shot. It's off. Gets her own rebound, puts it up on top of the glass. It's off again. Wyandanch tracks down the rebound. Dominic Jones with a steal, but Irving recovers it back. Guarded by Millsap, and a foul called on Millsap. Yes.
Dominic Jones, as I stated before, one of the best defenders on the island. I will reiterate every time I say it. She's always on the floor, as was stated before. She's a gritty, grindy player, and she's always going to fight for the loose ball if she sees one.
It seems that the stands are filling up as the game goes on, as Irving with the baseline inbounds it to number 14, but she's double covered, and a foul inside is called.
Here's a look at
Jones.
Amityville's upcoming games. The Amityville Warriors varsity wrestling team is at Sayville on January 9th, where they will be prepared to shine. Amityville
Irving
wrestling.
again with the rebound, gives it to 14. 14 in the paint, puts up the hook shot. It's off. Millsap with the rebound. Millsap looking to push the pace. Got it by Irving, gives it to Hamlet. Back to Millsap. Millsap drives inside, takes it back. Hamlet top of the key, gives it to Dominic Jones wide open, but gives up the three, gives it to Tobin, who puts up the shot inside, and it's off. Gets her own rebound, off again. Gets another rebound, and puts it in. What a shot by Tobin after the many offensive boards. 55-30, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and now she has a double-double as Irvin puts up another floater and misses. Jordan Tobin has 11 points and 17 rebounds in this game. What a performance by the junior, Jordan Tobin.
And that's scary. Noah, that you mentioned that she's only a junior and she's boarding up like this. Imagine her senior year, where it's going to be ultimately her team.
Yes, with Taylor Lawhorn's departure, they would need offensive and defensive force, and Jordan Tobin is prepared to let that happen. Lawhorn drives inside, no defense on her, takes it back out, puts a pass inside, but Irving ultimately steals it. Amityville doing too much, as you would say. Irving steps back, recovers her dribble, gives it to Florentine. 11, Davis in the corner, and she puts in the three. Good ball movement to set up that shot. Wyandanch, 55-33, 3:24 left in the fourth quarter. Lawhorn with a three, and it gives it right back to Wyandanch. 58-33, 3:12 left in the fourth quarter.
The next time that Amityville and Wyandanch will meet will be February 2nd, 2019 at Wyandanch.
Irving missed a contested three, gets her own rebound. Wyandanch tries to call a timeout, but they recover the ball. Florentine puts up the shot. It's off. The rebound, it puts it up, and it's fouled. Gooden with the shot, and her fourth time at the line today.
Taisha Billinger has 4 fouls right now, and in high school it's 5. She's one foul away from fouling out.
58-33, 2:50 left in the fourth quarter. As she puts up the first free throw, it's off.
Here's a look at Amityville's upcoming events this Saturday, playing against East Hampton, the boys basketball team hosting a game at 6:15 on January 15th, where they will be hosting a game against Shoreham Wading River.
Okay, and Gooden puts up another free throw. This one's good. 58-34, 2:50 left in the fourth quarter, as Amityville looks to put this away.
As we have an official timeout.
Sabitha Joseph comes in for Dominique Jones, and she gets an ovation from the crowd. Sabitha Joseph with the inbound. Give to Lawhorn. They're playing a full court. Joseph with a good screen. Gives it to Rodriguez, puts up the three. It's off the front of the iron. They fight for the rebound. Tobin called for the foul, however. Jordan Tobin, another feisty performance today. Trying to get the rebound, but ultimately called for the foul. Wyandanch ball. 58-34, 2:37.
Oh, my goodness.
Amityville not giving up. Want to put this game away, up by 24 in this game. They're still playing hard.
Irving, another three. She misses. Rodriguez with the rebound. Oh, and passes it. But 13 intercepts that, but knocks it out of bounds. Amityville ball. Sabitha Joseph will inbound at half court. Lawhorn with the ball. Cross half court. Gives it to Taisha Billinger. Billinger to Rodriguez in the corner, but Tobin with the rebound. Misses the shot, however. Good job by Amityville not fouling on that. Florentine gives it to Irving. Irving drives inside, but stolen by Jordan Tobin. Give it to Lawhorn. Lawhorn, they're still playing with pressure, but on the fast break, overthrows Chelsea Rodriguez.
As Taylor Lawhorn looked to push it there, errant pass, but Taylor and the girls seem to be energized by this crowd, and they seem to have come out to play today.
Irving with the pass inside to Gooden. Gooden misses it. Taisha Billinger with the rebound. Gives it to Taylor Lawhorn. Lawhorn, they're still pushing a fast offense, even though they have this 24-point lead with 58-34. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Taisha Rodriguez back to Joseph. Joseph puts up her first shot of the night. It's off the back iron. Florentine with the rebound. Gives it to Irving. Irving desperately searching for some offense right now. Drives inside, puts up the floater. It's blocked by Billinger. Chelsea Rodriguez tries to fight for the rebound. Irving recovers it, and it's fouled on the shot. 58-34, 128-1 left in the fourth.
The Wyandanch bench seems to still be cheering on their teammates, even though they're down by 24. They seem to be energized, but wish the energy could translate on the court.
Yep, the energy, however, is still there for Amityville as Irvin makes her free throw. 58-35, 121 left in the fourth quarter. And Taylor Lawhorn comes out.
Taylor Lawhorn was a very integral part of the girls ultimately winning this game. Jordan Tobin on another rebound.
Millsap
As
with it.
they have announced that Jordan Tobin has 20 rebounds, as that's a big rebounding performance game for Jordan.
Chelsea Rodriguez with a long three off the top of the backboard. They don't call out of bounds. Tobin with a rebound, puts it up and in. Wyandanch coach thinking that off the top backboard should have been called in out of bounds. 55 seconds left, 60-35. Irving, and is called for a travel after the made floater. Wyandanch coach not happy as she's arguing with the ref. Rodriguez will inbound it to Millsap. 60-35, 48 seconds left. 20-second difference between the shot and game clock. As a fight for the rebound sends Sabitha Joseph and Deanna Howe tumbling out of bounds.
Jordan Tobin has 24 rebounds in this game, as Wyandanch looks to make big subs.
They clear their bench. Putting in the cheering bench in this blowout, 60-35, 37 seconds left, about a 7-second difference between the shot and game clock. .22 with the shot. It's off. Tobin, another rebound, her 25th of the night. Gives it to Joseph. Joseph stops on a dime, but is called for the travel. Joseph tries to stop in time, but can't quite do it, as the first time player is called for the travel. 24 seconds left. Shot clock turned off. 60-35. Amityville leads. Howe with the contested three. It's off. Tobin again with the rebound. Brianna Millsap brings it across half court. 10 seconds left. They try to track it down. Sabitha Joseph, 3 seconds left. Wyandanch with the steal, 1 second, and Brianna Millsap steals it back. And that will do it. Amityville with the win, 60-35. Amityville with the defying win. Jordan Tobin and Taylor Lawhorn with being the key players in this game. How do you think the Warriors did today, Devontae? The Warriors playing a really good game. How do you think they did today?
I think the Warriors played really good. I think that that they pushed the pace, as Coach Hankson shakes the hands of some of her students, as Coach Hankson is a teacher at Wyandanch Memorial High School, as they've called over here for an interview, as we will go to...
I think a good thing that Amityville did today was keeping Jalea Irvin to only 12 points. Coach, how do you feel like your team pushed the pace today, getting rebounds and playing defense?
The first half, we didn't do a great job at rebounding. I wasn't satisfied, so when at halftime I had to ask them, you need to crash those boards. You need to box out. We weren't satisfied. They came out hungry second half, and I appreciate that from each and every one of them. They actually executed properly, and then once we execute, we're now comfortable, and shots start falling.
Jordan Tobin with one of the most dominating double-doubles I've seen in recent memory, over 24 boards. How do you feel like she did crashing the boards in the second half?
Jordan was big for us. That's the only way we stay alive. We, like I said prior, the only way we can win games is if each and every one plays their position, plays their role, and that's what Jordan did tonight. She crashed the boards and she finished off of missed shots.
All right, 4-5 on the season. Do you guys look to continue the streak? 2 games?
That's the goal. That's the goal. We got Shoreway River up next, so we'll see.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys.
All right, Amityville Warriors coming out with a dominating win, 60-35. A great win for Amityville. What do you think this team showed today, Devontae?
I think the Amityville Warriors showed grit, and I think the Amityville Warriors, they pushed the pace. They made sure that they were right with the run, and that they pushed the pace and ran behind Taylor Lawhorn, a big part of their win, as she is the senior captain leader here.
Yeah, Taylor Lawhorn also leaving the game in good hands.